The Blue Angels aerobatic team has experienced several incidents involving mid-air failures, each serving as a sobering reminder of the inherent risks associated with high-performance flying. That is the hallmark of the Blue Angels, the Navy's elite demonstration squadron. But behind the flawless routines lies a constant question. What happens when a U.S. Navy Blue Angels jet fails mid-air? On April 20, a sunny day at the Beaufort Air Show took a horrifying turn when a Blue Angels pilot, Lieutenant Commander Kevin Kojak, Davis lost his life in a mid-air disaster. The crash occurred during the final flourish of the Blue Angels demonstration. Lieutenant Commander Davis, piloting the number 6 jet, was executing a high G maneuver when disaster struck. Investigators determined that the cause to be G-force-induced loss of consciousness, or G-LOC. The immense G forces exerted during a maneuver likely caused Davis to lose consciousness, momentarily leading to a loss of control. This split-second lapse in control had devastating consequences. Davis's Fa-Ba Hornet veered off course, flying behind the audience, and dangerously low over a tree line. The aircraft slammed into the ground several miles from the air show center, sending a plume of black smoke billowing into the sky. The immediate aftermath was a scene of chaos. Emergency personnel rushed to the crash site, battling smoke and debris to find survivors. Tragically, Lieutenant Commander Davis was the only fatality. Miraculously, no civilians on the ground were seriously harmed. Although 8 people sustained injuries from flying debris, millions of dollars in property damage were also reported. The Blue Angels were understandably shaken by the incident. They returned to their home base in Florida to regroup and decide the fate of their remaining season. Ultimately, they chose to continue, albeit with a heavy heart. That Sunday air show went on, but with a tribute and a touching gesture of solidarity, the Geico Skytypers flew the missing man formation in honor of their fallen comrade, Lieutenant Commander. Davis's loss was a profound one, both for the Blue Angels family and for the world of aviation. His sacrifice serves as a testament to the unwavering commitment of the skill of all Blue Angels pilots, who continue to inspire awe and wonder while knowingly confronting the potential for disaster. This event forever changed the Blue Angels, leading them to temporarily transition to a 5-jet demonstration format, while a former pilot was brought back to fill in the vacant position. Crash undoubtedly spurred a evaluation of safety procedures and pilot training within the squadron. The Blue Angels pushed the limits, flying at high speeds and enduring G-jan forces that momentarily turned their vision red. Every move as meticulously calculated, with even the slightest miscalculation potentially leading to disaster. Backing them up as a large support and maintenance team, ensuring that the jets are in peak condition for each daring performance. Their mission transcends mere entertainment. It is a meticulously choreographed showcase of American naval power and pilot precision. Every daring maneuver, every synchronized loop performed in their current Fa-Ba's Uber Hornets is a testament to the unwavering discipline and cutting-edge technology of the Navy. What makes the Blue Angels stand out is the incredible physical and mental demands they place on the pilots. G-jan forces exert tremendous strain on the pilots' bodies, causing blood to rush away from their brains and towards their feet. Pilots must use specialized breathing techniques and GITs to counteract the effects of these forces, ensuring that they remain conscious and alert throughout their performance. Speaking of which, make sure to put a thumbs up in the comments and support these outstanding people who, by the way, don't only face severe physical demands. Yeah, it gets even more demanding in addition to the physical requirements. Blue Angels pilots must also possess exceptional mental focus and concentration. The intense mental exertion required to execute complex maneuvers at such high speeds can be draining, requiring pilots to maintain razor-sharp focus and quick reflexes at all times. Any lapse in concentration could spell disaster, making it imperative for pilots to stay fully engaged and attentive throughout the performance. To prepare for the rigors of aerial performance, Blue Angels pilots undergo hours and hours of simulator training, where pilots practice executing maneuvers in a controlled environment before taking to the skies. Pilots also engage in physical fitness routines designed to build strength, endurance, and resilience, ensuring they are physically prepared to handle the demands of high-performance flight. One notable incident occurred on the 4th of February during a routine practice session near Central California. Lieutenant D.A. Dave Anderson, the lead solo pilot, found himself facing a harrowing situation when both engines of his Hornet suddenly flamed out simultaneously, with his aircraft rapidly losing altitude and power. Lieutenant Anderson was left with no choice but to initiate the ejection sequence and abandon the aircraft in a split. second decision that would determine his fate. Lieutenant Anderson ejected from his stricken aircraft, trusting in the reliability of his ejection seat to propel him to safety. Fortunately, Lieutenant Andrews' injection was successful and he landed safely on the ground, shaken but alive. An investigation into the incident revealed that the dual-engine flameout was caused by a rare combination of factors, including a malfunction in the aircraft's fuel system and adverse weather conditions. While the exact cause of the malfunction was never definitively determined, the incident prompted a thorough review of maintenance procedures and protocols to prevent similar occurrences in the future. Despite the gravity of the situation, the incident also showcased the effect of the Blue Angels' preparedness in responding to emergencies. Lieutenant Anderson's quick thinking and decisive action, combined with the reliability of his ejection seat, ensured that he escaped the incident without serious injury or loss of life. The incident served as a valuable learning experience for the Blue Angels team, prompting a renewed emphasis on safety and risk mitigation in all aspects of their operations. But sadly, this incident isn't isolated. More recently, it happened again, but this time the consequences were bigger, much bigger. We all love the Blue Angels' daring performances, but behind the scenes their pilots face a host of challenges when it comes to weather conditions. While they're accustomed to taking to the skies in all kinds of weather, from clear blue skies to gusty winds and low visibility, adverse conditions can turn a routine flight into a nail-biting experience. Picture this thunderstorm. Rumbling in the distance, lightning flashing across the sky, and torrential rain pounding against the aircraft. For Blue pilots, navigating through these intense weather systems requires nerves of steel and split-second decision-making. Thunderstorms not only bring heavy rain and strong winds, but also turbulence that can jostle the air, sea, raft, and test the pilot's skills to the very limit. Every decision counts as they weigh the risks and benefits of pressing on or delaying the flight until conditions improve. But it is not just thunderstorms that keep the Blue Angels pilots on their toes. Turbulence, those invisible pockets of air that can toss an aircraft like a toy. A storm is another constant concern. Whether it is caused by atmospheric instability or wind shear, turbulence can make even the most experienced pilots break out into a sweat. Pilots must constantly adjust their flight paths and maneuvers to navigate through these rough patches and keep control of their aircraft. And then there are the unpredictable wind patterns that can wreak havoc on a perfectly planned flight. Crosswinds, gusts, and wind shear can catch pilots off guard, particularly during takeoff, landing, and low-altitude maneuvers. It is a constant battle against the elements as pilots use every ounce of their skill and training to stay on course and keep their aircraft steady. But perhaps the most heart-stopping moments come when flying at low altitudes and high speeds, with the ground rushing by below and obstacles looming ahead. Blue Angels pilots must be on high alert for any potential dangers. Birds also pose a significant threat. Believe it or not, a collision with a bird can easily spell disaster, causing damage to the aircraft and putting the lives of the pilots at risk. It is a game of cat-mouse as pilots scan the skies for signs of avid intruders and take invasive action to avoid a potentially catastrophic collision. Foreign object debris, or FOD, is another hazard that pilots must contend with when flying at low altitudes. Whether it is rocks, gravel, or debris from other aircraft, FOD can cause serious damage to engines and pose a danger to pilots and crew. Pilots must keep a sharp eye out for any signs of FOD on the runway and remain vigilant for any airborne debris that could pose a risk during flight. But even when a pilot manages to fly his plane through all of these obstacles, there is one final thing that can cause tons of trouble: mechanics. When it comes to flying, even the most meticulously maintained aircraft can encounter mechanical failures or malfunctions. Not even the U.S. Navy's Blue Angels are immune to such incidents. From engine malfunctions to hydraulic system failures, Blue Angels pilots must be prepared to respond swiftly and decisively to mitigate the effects of equipment failures. In midair, imagine soaring through the sky dizzying speeds when suddenly the engine sputters and stalls. For the Blue Angels pilots, this nightmare scenario is a very real possibility, one that they train tirelessly to handle. Engine malfunctions are among the most serious mechanical failures that can occur during flight, requiring pilots to act quickly and maintain control of the aircraft and safely navigate to a landing site. Hydraulic system fail. These are another potential hazard that the Blue Angels pilots must be prepared to face. These systems are responsible for controlling crucial aircraft functions such as landing gear, deployment, flight control surfaces, and braking systems. A failure in the hydraulic system can result in loss of control or difficulty maneuvering the aircraft, posing a significant risk to the safety of the flight. Pilots must be able to quickly assess the situation, identify the source of the problem, and take appropriate action to mitigate the effects of the failure to ensure that they're prepared to handle such emergencies. The Blue Angels maintain a robust system of emergency procedures and protocols. These procedures are designed to guide pilots through various scenarios, including engine out situations, loss of control control and emergency landings. Pilots practice simulated scenarios and drills to hone their skills and ensure readiness to handle any eventuality during training sessions. Pilots simulate a wide range of emergency scenarios from engine fail to hydraulic system malfunctions to test their ability to react quickly and effectively under pressure. These drills help pilots develop the muscle memory and mental agility needed to respond calmly and decisively in the event of an emergency. In addition to training, the Blue Angels also rely on advanced technology and EQA, meant to enhance safety and mitigate the risks associated with mechanical failures. Aircraft are equipped with redundant systems and backup systems to provide additional layers of protection in the event of a failure. Pilots also have access to state-of-the-art avionics and communication systems that allow them to maintain situational awareness and coordinate with ground control and other aircraft in real time. But even with all of this, there has been some instances or accidents did happen. Although this shouldn't come as a big surprise considering the Blue Angels team has existed since 1964, and a lot can happen in Bosch years. What are the safety measures and protocols that the Blue Angels implement? Nowadays, the day of a performance begins long before the roar of the jet engines fills the air. The Blue Angels pre-Jan flight routine consists of meticulous inspections and checks, ensuring every aspect of the aircraft is in peak condition. At the heart of this pre-Jan light ritual lies the walk around. Each Blue Angel pilot performs a thorough inspection of their assigned FA/BA Hornet. They methodically walk around the aircraft, visually inspecting every inch of its exterior. This inspection covers control surfaces, landing gear, fuselage panels, and engine inlets, looking for any signs of wear, damage, or foreign object debris that could compromise flight safety. The inspection goes beyond the visual. Pilots utilize specialized tools and checklists to check fluid levels, tire pressure, and the functionality of various critical systems. This includes examining the flight control systems and ensuring smooth and responsive movement of all control surfaces. They also verify the functionality of the instrument's communication equipment and the emergency systems like the ejection seats. The Blue Angels don't operate in a vacuum. A dedicated team of highly trained maintenance technicians is an integral part of the pre-Jan flight process. These technicians work alongside the pilots, performing in-depth inspections and conducting any necessary maintenance tasks. Their expertise is crucial in identifying potential issues and ensuring the aircraft is flight-worthy. Advanced technology plays a vital role in the Blue Angels pre-Jan flight routine as well. Onboard diagnostic systems provide real-time data about the aircraft's health. Pilots and technicians can access this data to verify per engine function, monitor system temperatures, and identify any potential anomalies. But the pre-Jan late process doesn't end there. The Blue Angels flight crew also reviews detailed weather reports, analyzing wind shear, cloud cover, and visibility conditions. This ensures that they are prepared for any potential weather challenges they might incur during their performance. Just before takeoff, the Blue Angels team for a final briefing here. They go over the planned flight path, emergency procedures, and communication protocols. This ensures everyone is on the same page and prepared for any contingencies. The Blue Angels pre-Jan flight routine is not a static process. Following each flight, data from the onboard flight recorders and pilot debriefings are analyzed. This allows the team to identify for areas of improvement and refine their pre-Jan flight checks to further enhance safety measures. The meticulousness of the Blue Angels pre-Jan flight routine reflects a deep understanding of the inherent dangers of high-performance aerial maneuvers. By rigorously inspecting every aspect of their aircraft, they minimize the risk of inflate malfunctions and ensure that they can perform their awe-inspiring stunts with the highest degree of safety. This dedication to meticulous pre-Jan flight procedures is a cornerstone of the Blue Angel success. It allows them to push the boundaries of flight while ensuring the safety of themselves and the crowds below. The U.S. Navy's Blue Angels prioritize safety above all else, implementing a comprehensive array of measures and protocols to ensure the well-Jan being of their pilots, crew, and spectators. From meticulous pre-Jan flight checks to continuous monitoring of aircraft performance and collaboration with air traffic control and emergency response teams, the Blue Angels leave no stone unturned when it comes to maintaining the highest standards of safety and professionalism in their operations. Through their unwavering commitment to safety, the Blue Angels continue to inspire audiences around the world with their extraordinary aerial displays while upholding their proud tradition of naval aviation excellence. Now, honestly, will you look at their next aerial display the same as you did before? Let us know in the comment if you enjoyed our video. Give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more videos that we've made, click on the screen or take a look at the channel. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.